I don't think we have created already a legacy from 76 to 80. The legacy started maybe later, and the legacy is made by others, not by us. But you deliver to make a legacy come to exist.
But you know, to me now it's a half century of performing.
Yeah.
And 50 years, it's a long time. So many people already in end of 70s, they stopped performing. From Conchi to Chris Burden, start making objects, architecture.
They're all dead.
You know, and they're dead. Oh my God, they're dead. That's true. And it's very, very hard to continue. So to me, it's very important was in this legacy to invent the idea of reperformance. Reperformance is the same like performing good Bach. You can have lousy guy who perform a Bach that is like so terrible, you don't want to just leave, or you can have the amazing, charismatic performer who give you something new because he's giving his own input into this work. Same with young performers. They have to be trained, they have to be handled well. And when they really perform, if they have this charisma, it's transformative experience, or is not, you know. So that's the kind of legacy I'm so interested of looking to the past and see how performance art is a living form of art. And to me, even the best photograph or the best video, still, it's not as manipulative. Have to be live. Yeah. And you know, it's interesting to see in the past, in the old days, we'd have a very bad technology. All the videos are gray and the video drops out. And
beautiful.
You know, yes, but they're gray and are kind of completely fucked up. Photographs the same. But then today, with the new technology, we see unbelievable, great-looking image out of performers who can be total shit.
Better than it was, yeah.
And video who looks great. But with video, you can edit it, you can manipulate. Photograph, you can manipulate. So you still don't have the right view, what means living form of art. But when you have the person performing in front of you, you can't have this. You can't be fake. You see it or not see it. And another thing that was interesting, the adding long duration, teaching people to do long duration works. Because in long duration works, you can't pretend. If you have something 1 month, I mean, come on, you know, after 3 or 4 hours, you can't pretend. You can't act. This is become life itself. So to me, the legacy of performance is reperformance, is long duration work, and teaching young generation of artists who still want performance, endurance, and teaching them. You know, that's the.
I like to say something too. You know that I have rejected reperformance, really rejected it.
I know we had really a problem with that.
Very much, I have rejected it, and at one stage, I just realized what you said. You know, performance was rejected also for large in the let's say in the ivory tower of art.
Plenty of bad critics.
Yes, but eventually performance became accepted. And
after
then
a long time.
Yes, and then what happened? Maybe after 30 or 40 years. But then what happened is they put performance, reperformance in the same cultural agenda. At one stage, you called me. And you say, listen, I want to reperform 3 or 4 of our former pieces. But who can be you? You remember what I said?
Yes.
Me. I would have done it. I would have done it, you know, without restrictions or whatever, regret. And then you say, no. Then you called me back. And you said, but who could be you? And I said, Julian.
And you're identical.
Well, my son, well, he's a little taller than me.
But face the age.
In age, you know, how he looked, his body and everything, and me, we were very identical, except he was a head taller than me. That's one thing. And then I start thinking about, actually, I'm totally against reperforming. There is no need for it. There's so much new stuff to do. The world has changed very much, but even today, there may be more reason to do performance, to get into politics, to get into ecology, and to get into water, and I don't know what, you know. But then at one stage, you kept going on. When I saw the MoMA, the reperformance in the MoMA, I didn't like it all. Only one piece. That's the piece you did before, sitting on a saddle, free sitting on the wall. That was beautiful. But the Imponderabilia piece was not good, because they were too far apart, because of the restrictions. The MoMA, a wheelchair has to get between and stuff like this. So I didn't like that reperformance. I said, why? But why reperformances? And at one stage, I realized that performance became largely accepted in the art context. Galleries, museums, etc., etc. And then I thought, yes, of course, after 30 or 40 years being rejected, it is accepted as living art, and like classic traditional theater, traditional music, traditional dance, it is put on the same cultural agenda like these living live art things.
Exactly.
And I think that is true, you know. You know, at one stage, maybe you realized yourself that if pieces should be reperformed, the performers should be very careful, selected and trained. That they just impersonate with the person we were, for example, or somebody else was. Not like actors. Actors is a complete different story. What I found amazing, but more from the organizational side, that they agree that there are 30 performers that would stay for, I don't know, 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks, and they would perform every day. This is completely new. This is completely new.
And
bravo.
Yes, but Ulay, we are learning. It's a new territory, and every time it's better and better. But actually, aim of this is to create really the kind of group of people who can reperform, and also teach new artists they come with ideas and of their own work, and to teach them how to execute it in long duration terms. Because long duration also create community. Once you say something is going to be 2 months, people start coming in this building, and then they bring their friends, and the friends, and it becomes a supporting mechanism. And performers need community. So this is for me,
One step further.
Yeah.
Your intention, as you told me at one stage, or as you have started already, you wanted to integrate audience to perform.
Yes.
That's a different
And
issue.
that's what I create, another idea of legacy, that only the way to understand performance is to understand from your point of view by doing it. Because nobody ever changed by reading somebody else's book, on the great adventure. You have to make journey. There's nobody else but you have to make the journey.